Munyoro is allowed to bring this country down. That's why I'm telling the DCI, make good some of your statements. Arrest this gentleman. Sisi tuko tayari. Arrest him. Kwani atatufanya nini? Yes, iko watu yake kidogo fanatic, watapiga kelele mahali hapa na pale. So what? If we continue to exercise restraint, they look at restraint as cowardice.
Nikiwa pale Gakoe, mambo ya vita ya biashara kati ya William Ruto na wafanyikazi wake wale walikamatwa, na nikaeleza vile exhibit ya 500 million imeibiwa. Sasa naona DCI wanaandika barua ati ya kutisha Rigiji. Wacha nikuambie DCI, siku Kasongo amenitoa kwa ofisi, watu wetu walinyamaza kwa sababu hawakuelewa, hawakuamini ya kwamba Ruto anaweza fanya kitu kama hiyo. Ilichukua watu wetu 2 weeks kukubali ya kwamba Ruto alihangaisha sisi. Lakini saa hii wewe kama unataka kuja shika mimi, shika Rigiji, alafu uone ile maneno itakuwa hapa. Hapana, tisha sisi tuko na haki, freedom of expression, na mimi ni mtetezi wa Wakenya. Mkiiba pesa lazima nitatangaza nyinyi, na bado sijatoa maneno. Mimi natayarisha maneno na nauliza Wakenya muendelee kuliletea, na tutaendelea kueleza ile maneno naendelea katika Jamhuri ya Kenya. Mkitaka kuja kushika sisi, mnajua pahali tunaishi, mnajua wa Munyoro, mnajua Karen, mnajua anywhere where we are. Please come and take us to where you want to take us. Don't threaten us. Usitishe sisi. Wewe kama ungejua, uliza William Ruto kama Rigiji ni mtu ya kutishwa. Atakwambia mimi sinunui uoga na hakuna mtu yote anaweza kunizia uoga.
Are there plans to actually arrest Rigathi Gachagua after exposing the government with the 500 million that disappeared from the police grounds during the fuel scandal? Or it is just a political strategy to actually keep Rigathi Gachagua out of Olkalau for the burial of the late MP David? Let us dive into it. Welcome back to our channel. Press that subscribe button for more news bulletins on Royal News, the channel where you get all your trending bulletins. Now, Rigathi Gachagua affirms he is not a coward, not to be threatened. He cannot be threatened by DCI. If they are daring to arrest him, let them make the move. They know exactly where to find him. Munyoro, Karen home, everywhere he usually is, and give them a dare to go ahead and make the arrest and see the reaction of the people. But can the state actually make this arrest warrant for Rigathi Gachagua? Now, Hassan Umar, the Secretary General of UDA, was actually issuing a threat, a warrant of arrest for Rigathi Gachagua. But why so? But do you think Rigathi Gachagua is actually attacking the government, or he is doing his work as the opposition to point out the faults of the government?
Wewe kama unataka kuja shika mimi, shika Rigiji, alafu uone ile maneno itakuwa hapa. Na nikwambia DCI.
Now, the DCI issued a statement of Rigathi Gachagua's speech at Gakoe Church, Gatundu North. Now, is the DCI targeting Rigathi Gachagua as a way to stop him from attending the burial at Olkalau? Are they afraid of what is actually going to happen if Gachagua and Ruto meet for the first time at a public podium? The truth is, the burial at Olkalau will not take shape without politics. In fact, if Rigathi Gachagua and William Ruto will truly be in the same podium at a public event, then expect what is called politics. We all know the kind of political games Rigathi Gachagua actually has. The battle, a fierce approach of politics. And do you think if given a public podium to address, he will create a non-conducive environment for William Ruto, given he is in the home grounds and the kingpin of Mount Kenyan region? We are talking about Nyandarua County, a base with the Kikuyu zone. What kind of politics do you think will actually take shape? I'm just trying to imagine or giving a kind picture. Hence, the DCI threatening to arrest Rigathi Gachagua and analyzing all his speeches, the Kikuyu speeches in address to hate speech, tribal politics, incitements. But is it necessary to actually arrest Gachagua? What mistake has he done to get an arrest warrant? If not pointing out the shortcomings of the government. The government fears truth, and Rigathi Gachagua most of the time speaks actual truth. He exposes the government. I don't know where he gets all these details that he speaks, but for real, they all turn out to be true, like the recent address of 500 million disappearing at the police station. How does 500 million just go missing? In fact, under the police custody. Do you think there is a foul play somewhere? But the question is, what can Gachagua's supporters' reaction be? Will he be arrested without the supporters picking a fight with the government? Any analysis is possible, but all this is chase, playing politics to keep Rigathi Gachagua out of the Olkalau burial, to make way for William Ruto to actually attend. Are they so afraid of the Mount Kenyan kingpin, Rigathi Gachagua? It is called the dirty games of politics, and whoever dominates Mount Kenyan region definitely will have a say. Having a senior vice president in the government, Kithure Kindiki, and Rigathi Gachagua not in the government as the Mount Kenyan kingpin, who really has a say in the mountain? Is it the battle of dominance or politics taking shape? Is the government trying to take the intimidation politics into shape by silencing none other than Rigathi Gachagua by issuing a threat warrant of arrest? Can really Gachagua be intimidated? Gachagua fears nothing, and I doubt the government can actually manage to silence him from speaking. But what say have you? What do you think? Why does the government want to suddenly arrest Rigathi Gachagua? And what will be the impact, the reaction of the people of Mount Kenyan region after his arrest? Is it because of keeping Rigathi Gachagua out of the Mount Kenyan politics, or keeping him away from the burial grounds of the late MP David of Olkalau, because President William Ruto is going to be in attendance? The battle of dominance, the supremacy, who controls the Mount Kenyan region, rather who has a say? Or is it the future shape of the by-elections in Nyandarua County, UDA versus DCP? Politics. The battles have just begun. Well, stay tuned to Royal News for more news updates as Rigathi Gachagua refuses to be threatened and silenced. Subscribe to our channel for more updates. Ring your notification bell so you can receive the news bulletins once we upload them. Until then, JD Smiles.